Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I thought that would be a good idea to show you my morning routine, and I wanted to try a few other things. I will be showing you all of my products as well and linking them down below in the comment section. And in the meantime I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. So first let's gonna start with the serum. The one I'm using is Upcycle. It's made out of coffee extract. I'm gonna be dropping a couple drops on my hand. You can massage it into your skin with your hands, or as me, I'm gonna be using my rose quartz roller on my face. It is better if you put it in the fridge so it's cold, but I didn't have time to do that, so. I'm gonna be using is the eye cream Upcycle. In the meantime, I like to put as well some lip balm. The next thing I'm going to be using is going to be my cream from e.l.f. We don't need loads of cream because we've already applied the face serum. Lastly but not least, very important thing is to apply SPF every single day, even if you're not going out of the house. So the one that I use is called Bliss. Is SPF 30. So while everything serves, I'm gonna finish my coffee and we can have a quick chit chat. In my previous vlog, I said that I was gonna go to Spain. So I went to Spain on the 17th, which was a Thursday, and came back on Sunday 20th. I almost lose my flight. I was so afraid of that. I was supposed to be out of work by 3 o'clock and I ended up going out at 3:17, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be running late. Like seriously, I'm gonna lose my flight. Luckily, because my job is very central, I could take any train. The flight was coming out of Gatwick Airport, which means it's southwestern, which was a bit annoying because if it was Heathrow it was gonna be much closer and half an hour I'm there. So got out of work and then took the tube, which was like 3 stops, and then I took the train to Gatwick. The thing is that the train takes you to the south terminal, and apparently they're doing some work. Everything was super dark and there was no one around. I was running late, and yeah, and I arrived there and I was like, oh great, now I need to go to the north terminal. So I had to take like a, I think it's like an overground kind of thing. So it took me to the north terminal, again running for my life. And at the end I went through with my passport, but I need to add, I didn't have anything to eat from 5 AM because I started my shift at 7 o'clock, which means I have to have breakfast like around 5:30 more or less, because I wanted to go out earlier. I didn't go on my break, which is silly because I did ended up going later than 3. So I arrived to the terminal, I ran. I didn't even stop for water, like to buy a bottle of water, because I genuinely thought I was gonna lose my flight. And then I ended up in the boarding gate. I was one of the last ones, but yeah, there was like just a few people left to board. I was like so lucky. I catch it and I was like out of breath, literally sweating like a pig. I can't believe I made it. I was so thankful and so peaceful that I made it. Actually, I'm gonna start doing my makeup because I want to try this new palette of shadows. Is the Friends edition. I got Rachel. So these are the shades. I'm wearing some yellow today, even though it looks white on the camera. So I'm gonna do, I guess, a bit of brown on the outside and then yellowish on the inside. The mirror is quite tiny. While I do my eyeshadow, I'm gonna tell you what I've done in Spain. Literally was non-stop. I'm not quite sure I can do two things at the same time, guys. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do first my eyeshadow after I'm gonna do my foundation, because if you do your eyeshadow, some bits can fall into your foundation. It's gonna be a mess. So yes, that's a trick that I learned from my best friend Susanna. Shout out to you. Please open your own channel of makeup, because you are literally one of the best ones. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Talking about Susanna, guys, it was such a coincidence. We booked the same flights, well, not the same flight, but the same dates. So she was there since the 17th as well as me, and I got to see her after 1 year. It was so exciting. I'm very emotional as well. Like, thinking about it makes me emotional. So talking about emotional, very exciting to see her and to see everyone else as well, but especially her. Please don't come after me. I'm not professional in makeup, but I'll try my best, and I mean, I'm sure I'm not that bad, I guess. What I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna put some concealer on my eyelids, so it's gonna be better for the eyeshadow to stick to it, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, I wanted to record my quick trip to Spain. I wanted to record my... Well, thank you. So I wanted to record my quick trip to Spain, but it didn't start it very well, because literally I was running to get the flight. I already paid for the PCRs and everything, so I was like, I'm definitely taking this plane. So I arrived there, it was quite late. So I took the train, the flight around 3. So I believe I ended up there around, it's like 2 hours almost, 1 hour and 45 minutes, something like that. So ended up, I think I arrived around 6 something. I went to the terminal 4S, and every departures or arrivals has to be in the terminal 4. So I had to take a tube as well, and then just going through security and all that stuff. So it takes a bit of time. Then I greeted my parents. They were waiting for me outside. It was so exciting to see them. It's been more than 1 year since the last time I saw them. So I left the luggage, and then we went to eat some sushi. It was so good, guys. So I'm gonna be using this brush. It's from Revolution as well. So before I forget, I'm using this shade called Dinosaur. What did I do on Friday? So basically I went really early in the morning because I had to first do my ID, renew it, because it was going to expire on July, and then I had another appointment to go to do a PCR. Then I went shopping with my mom, which we've been looking forward to this for so long. Literally, guys, every time I go to Spain, it's our thing. So I think I'm gonna start with Varnish shade, this one over there. After shopping, we went to have some lunch, me and my family. I'm gonna post a picture over here of the lunch I had. Please don't get confused, that's not paella, that's arroz con bogavante, which is rice with lobster. It's so good. I've been dreaming about it for a while. It was so amazing. Oh, it was so good. We went out again to another restaurant. We was in the neighborhood because my aunt, cousins, grandma and uncle from my father's side came to visit. That's good. But now it looks like someone has punched me in the eye. So the next day, it was Saturday 19th. We went to have breakfast with my aunt, my cousin, my uncle and my mom and I. And then we went shopping because we were trying to get me some bikinis and we didn't find anything, guys. Like nothing. Nothing at all. Nada. We ended up going home because we needed to buy some food because my family was gonna come to have lunch with us. Then I had to get ready because I was going to like meeting party kind of thing at my best friend's house. Hopefully whenever everything goes back to normal, I can travel to see her house because she lives in Switzerland. I don't know if I mentioned this. Let me do my other party because it's needed. I arrived literally at 1 AM, so it was quite late. I literally packed everything, had lunch, and head to the airport because my flight was leaving at 3 o'clock. Okay, so I'm confused. I think I said at the beginning that the flight to come here, it was at 3, which makes no sense because before I said it was I got out of work at 3:17. So okay, this makes more sense. So my flight to go to Spain was at 5:25, so I arrived at 8:55, and my flight to come here, it was at 3 o'clock, and I arrived here at 4:25, sorry. So I took the flight. Guys, there was so much people around. Back to normal days, you know, there was so much queues, but I didn't have to check in my luggage. The difference between coming from UK and going to the UK is that in here in the Gatwick airport, no one asked me for any PCRs, no one asked me for any forms, so I just fly. They just gave my passport and that's it. As soon as I arrived to Spain, they literally asked me for a QR code of it was like a passenger locator form, but for Spain. And then coming here, I was on the queue to get a flight, so they don't ask you to any forms or PCRs until you're on the queue to get through the boarding gates. They don't serve any food on the planes, and you need to wear the mask all the time. It's from Shein. I'm gonna go use the mascara. So I'm back from putting the mascara on. This is the result of my eyes. The next step is foundation. The one that I'm using is from Maybelline. It's the Dream Radiant Liquid. I'm going for the glowy kind of healthy skin. So I'm gonna put a pump in my hand. So next I'm gonna be using some concealer. The one that I use is by Collection. It's Lasting Perfection on the shade Ivory. Next is gonna be using my matte browsing powder from Moi. I mentioned in my previous video that I was gonna get some Makeup Revolution highlighters, so this is one of them. I want to put some lipstick. The one that I'm gonna be using is the one from L'Oréal Paris. These lipsticks smell so amazing. So before I forget as well, I had this this is gonna be all for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed my daily makeup routine. I will be posting every single product down below on the comment section. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye!